I'm going to go ahead and launch right into the book, which been enjoying the last several nights. Thank you so much for writing it. I'm curious, why a memoir? You've done short stories, you've done novels. I actually watched some of Grand Avenue as well. Why a memoir?
Um, Thank you for asking. I wanted to remember. I wanted to remember, which is what memoirs are always about. But I wanted to remember what constituted me and constitutes me as a person in place and time. That means calling up my ancestors, calling up the people I've known in my life, but also the landscape, the land and its animals, all the things that I have become a part of. And I wanted to see that and attempt to understand that. My life in chapters, those cornerstone moments.
So you grew up in Santa Rosa, is that right, in California?
That's correct, yes.
And what do you think you better understood about your journey to understanding more about your identity and that process through this memoir?
Uh, the ways in which people and the place influenced how who I've become, both as a teacher and a writer, and ultimately as a tribal leader. The sense of responsibility that was instilled for me for a place and for a people, to do my part. Um, when you remember and you love a place and you understand how it shapes you, you become responsible. You want to feel responsible for that place. More and more today, I think, as people move from place to place and we're such a mobile society, it's important to try to connect with one place or a memory of one place. Um, I think that's going to be increasingly important in the future with the environmental issues and social justice issues, particularly for American Indians.
In the book, you talk a lot about the flora and fauna of this place where you grew up. I'm curious what you want readers to take away from your connection to the land where you grew up.
Um, Again, a really good question, and it's one of the important themes of the book. Um, Again, the ways in which the land for my ancestors and for me, and the ways in which it's been changed, in many ways compromised, is so important to understand and love. We believe that all things in nature have power, and I think the ways in which I have been shaped and understand, and I want to pass that on to the readers. So much is discussed today about identity, and it should be in terms of culture and history. But for American Indian people, it's also the place. Many people have come to a place. We come from it. And I want to remember my ancestors and myself coming from a place, from the land and the animals.